Up next on Lion TV, we have Lexi and Ashley with another episode of The Dish, Drew Thurman with some Valentine's Day trivia,
and me, Drew Thurman, here to show you some rating skies next week. All that and more. Lion TV starts now.
Good morning, Sunshines. It's me again, Dakota Johnston.
and me, Ashley Coker. Now let's dance right into some announcements.
Congratulations to Estela Gomez for making the All-State Orchestra.
Remember that breakfast and lunch in the cafeteria are free to all students.
An Arkansas House panel on Tuesday advanced legislation loosening the state's restrictions on the use of deadly force in self-defense, weeks after rejection of the same measure. The House Judiciary Committee voted 10-9 for the bill that would remove the duty to retreat. The Senate-backed bill now heads to the full House for a vote. If the majority GOP House approves the measure, it heads to the Governor Asa Hutchinson's desk. The bill advanced after failing before the same committee earlier this month. Most of the debate Tuesday focused on an unsuccessful effort to loosen the restrictions even further by expanding where lethal force could be used. The sponsor of the measure said the bill puts into law what is already the practice by prosecutors and offers protections to Arkansans who have to defend themselves.
The Arkansas Senate on Monday approved a measure banning nearly all abortions in the state, despite objections to the ban not including exceptions for rape or incest. The majority Republican Senate approved the ban on a 27-7 vote, sending the measure to the majority GOP House. Arkansas is one of the 13 states where outright abortion bans have been proposed this year, according to the Guttemacher Institute, a research group that supports abortion rights. The bans are being pushed by Republicans, encouraged by former President Donald Trump's appointment to the U.S. Supreme Court, who say it's time to test where the high court stand on overturning the 1973 Roe v. Wade decision that legalized abortion nationwide.
The huge parachute used by NASA's Perseverance rover to land on Mars contained a secret message. Thanks to a puzzle lover on the spacecraft team, systems engineer Ian Clark used a binary code to spell out "Dare Mighty Things" in the orange and white strips of the 70-foot or 21-meter parachute. He also includes the GPS coordinates for the mission's headquarters at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California. Clark, a crossword hobbyist, came up with the idea 2 years ago. Engineers wanted an unusual pattern in the nylon fabric to know how the parachute was oriented during descent. Turning it into a secret message was super fun. He said Tuesday only about 6 people knew about the encoded message before Thursday's landing. They waited until the parachute images came back before putting out a teaser during a televised news conference on Monday.
COVID-19 vaccine maker told Congress on Tuesday to expect a big jump in delivery of doses over the coming month, and the company insists they will be able to provide enough for most Americans to get inoculated by summer. By the end of March, Pfizer and Moderna expect to have provided the U.S. government with a total of 220 million vaccine doses, up shortly from roughly 75 million shipped so far. Looking ahead to summer, Pfizer and Moderna expect to complete delivery of 300 million doses each, and J&J aims to provide an additional 100 million doses. That would be more than enough to vaccine every American adult, and the goal set by Biden administration.
I'm glad that those cases are finally going down. I would love for the coronavirus just to go away.
Well, I would love to have a boyfriend, especially since Valentine's Day just passed.
Well, good luck with that. Speaking of Valentine's Day, Drew has some holiday trivia for us.
Take it away, Drew.
Although Valentine's Day is celebrated every year, there's a lot more to it than just hugs and kisses. We at Lion TV decided to host our very own Valentine's Day trivia and ask a few students what they know about Valentine's Day.
Definitely flowers.
Candy.
I'm going to say flowers, C.
The Another one, B.
C, 150 million.
Conversation arts.
Chocolates.
Chocolates, A.
Hershey's.
Hershey's.
We'll go with Cadbury, B.
Julius Caesar.
St. Valentine.
The Pope, B.
D.
Lace and ribbon.
Lace and ribbon, C.
All in all, it went better than we expected. This year, be sure to send love to the people you care about and share a few things you learned. Back to the anchors.
Thanks so much, Drew. That was very entertaining.
Yes, it was. Now let's pass it right back to Drew to see what he has to say about this week's weather forecast.
All right, take it away.
What's up, Cersei? I'm Drew Thurman with your weather. Today is February 25th, 2021. Today we will have a high of 50 with rainy skies, 25% chance of rain. Winds at north-northeast at 11 miles per hour, humidity at 64%, and your sun rose at 6:40 a.m. Now on to tonight. Tonight we will have rainy skies with a 60% chance of rain, a low of 35. Winds northeast 9 miles per hour, humidity at 81%, and your sunset at 5:59 p.m. Now on to the almanac. Your last 7 days, your average temperatures have been a high of 59 and a low of 9. Your monthly average of precipitation is 3.82 inches, and your month to date is 1.63 inches. Now on to the 5cast. Friday we have rainy skies with a high of 50 and a low of 42 and a 35% chance of rain. Saturday we'll have rainy skies with a high of 61 and a low of 49 with a 40% chance of rain. Sunday we'll have rainy skies with a high of 61 and a low of 52 with an 80% chance of rain. Monday we'll have rainy skies with a high of 57, a low of 42, and a 60% chance of rain. And Tuesday we'll have rainy skies with a high of 59 and a low of 39 with a 35% chance of rain. So it seems like all next week is going to be really icky with a lot of rain coming in. Back to the anchors.
Thanks, Drew. That was great. Ashley, you want to tell us what's for lunch today?
Why, of course, Taco Bell. For lunch, we will be having popcorn chicken, dipping sauce, wild butter and jelly sandwich, string cheese, sweet potato crunch, seasoned black-eyed peas, applesauce, whole grain breadstick, and milk variety.
Be sure to thank our wonderful lunch ladies for all the hard work that goes into preparing our delicious lunches.
I sure will. Speaking of delicious meals, it's time to see what Lexi and I cooked up this week on The Dish.
Yay, I'm so excited.
What's up, Cersei High School? We're back with episode 6 of The Dish.
This is Ashley,
And this is Lexi.
and today we'll be making lasagna roll-ups.
But we can't cook with our hair down.
Nope. All better. Now let's get to the cooking.
First order of business, we're gonna brown the meat. We're gonna put butter in the pan to make it non-sticky, put minced garlic in for flavor, and then put the meat in to cook it.
And secondly, we're gonna add in our sauce to the meat once it's done cooking and let it simmer.
And remember to periodically stir your sauce.
And then next we're gonna fill a pot with water and let it boil, and then we're gonna put the noodles in to cook the noodles.
Next order of business, we're gonna cheese it up.
And so to do that, we're going to add a 15-ounce tub of ricotta cheese to a bowl, crack an egg, add in mozzarella, grated Parmesan cheese, and parsley flakes, and then mix it all together.
Once the noodles are cooked, you need to strain them. Make sure to put a thin layer of marinara sauce on your pan so that the noodles do not stick out.
And then we scooped our cheese mixture and spread it out along the noodles. And on top of our cheese mixture, we spread out the meat sauce. And then after it was all set, we rolled them up and put them into the pan. And then we put them in the oven for 30 minutes.
When the oven goes deep, take the dish out of the oven and peel the aluminum foil off for the big reveal.
And it's ready to enjoy. Well, thanks for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you next time. I'm Lexi.
And I'm Ashley. Make sure to have your lactose intolerant pills ready. Peace!
That looked delectable. Now it's time for me to jump over and give the latest sports news. Take it away, me. Good morning, Searcy High School. Now let's jump back into some sports news. In local sports news, our varsity basketball team is heading to Nettleton tonight, so be sure to wish them some luck. In college news, the Big 12 has scheduled a dozen makeup games next week in the break the conference had left open for such games before the start of postseason tournament play. Baylor, which on Tuesday had its first game in 3 weeks after COVID-19 issues in the program, will still be able to play only a maximum 14 of its 18 scheduled conference games. Texas and West Virginia can get 17 league games in, while every other team could play its full conference slates. In national news, Tiger Woods was in a single car accident Tuesday morning in California where he suffered multiple leg injuries. There is no evidence that he was impaired at the time of driving. His SUV rolled over and ended up on its side in suburban Los Angeles. Authorities said the golf superstar had to be pulled out through the windshield, and his agent said he was undergoing leg surgery. Well, that's all I have today, so back to the news desk.
Thanks for those sports updates, Dakota. That was great.
Thanks. Well, it seems we have reached the end of the episode of Lion TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Searcy High Lion TV.
And follow us on Twitter at Lion TV, Instagram at Searcy Lion TV, and Facebook at Searcy High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Ashley Coker.
And I'm Dakota Johnston. See you next time.